Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back. We've got one today that I'm really excited for. We're going to be watching Nuremberg. It's a movie about a World War II psychiatrist who evaluates Nazi leaders before the trials of the Nuremberg trials. Growing increasingly obsessed with the understanding evil as he forms a disturbing bond with Hermann Göring. It's got Michael Shannon, he's one of my favorite actors. Like, he's so fucking talented. Russell Crowe plays Herman, and then Rami Malek, and then I think Colin Hanks is in it, and Ben Miles, a few other people. But I have been waiting to see this one, and I gonna be watching it tonight. All right, grab something to drink or something to eat, and let's jump right in because this is 2.5 hours. Let's get it. Probably gonna be journals and photographs, interviews. I know for sure they do show actual pictures of dead bodies, so trigger warning. What a crazy thought. The last day of a fucking world war. Basically been going on for 40 years. Consider World War One. Brief break in between. Fucking rat.
Let me see your hands!
Awful lot of trust you have there.
Jesus Christ, it's Hermann Göring. They're second in command.
Gepäck ist im Auto.
What did he say?
He asked us to get his luggage.
All right, hot take, get it out the way. I know they're Nazis and fuck Nazis and all that, but I will say that was a sharp uniform that they had. Like, that was a good looking uniform. I don't like I'm not siding with Nazis or anything, but I'd be lying if I said they didn't look good.
Justice
See how
Jackson?
that goes.
Can I come in?
No,
But it's raining.
I can see that. Are they gonna shoot him? I'm a Supreme Court justice. I tend to frown on executing men without a trial.
That's what I'm here to talk about.
No one has ever tried war criminals outside of one nation's jurisdiction because the one country can't tell another country's citizens how to conduct themselves. Who do you put on trial? The German commanders? Enlisted men?
Obviously, we'd have to work that out.
And once you decide who to put on trial, what do you charge
Genocide.
them with?
Conspiracy to wage aggressive war on the world. Don't you want to know how I do it? The U.S., Britain, France, Russia.
The world needs to know what these men did.
It's a logistical nightmare.
That everyone wants to and deserves
But it
to know.
has to be done.
I don't think so.
Ask me to pick one.
I can see Rami Malek doing magic in real life. For sure.
Pick a card.
Now ask me to please remember it and put it back in the deck.
Please remember it and put it
She
back
looks
in
like
the deck.
Scarlett Johansson.
My card was the three of spades.
Oh, that's hardly a trick.
Turn over the top one.
Who are you?
I'm a psychiatrist.
Oh, and why are you going to Mondorf?
I wish I knew.
They send psychiatrists on secret missions now.
I'm pretty sure I'm the first.
How did you do that? With the cards?
I didn't do anything. You're a really good magician.
Man, well played. She's intrigued.
Perhaps I'll see you around.
She's a psychiatrist too, isn't she?
Who was that?
That Howie was a very attractive woman. So can you tell me what I'm supposed to be doing here? I thought the war was over.
I couldn't say.
Couldn't say because you don't know, or you couldn't say because somebody told you you
Couldn't say.
I couldn't say.
Don't get sore at me, Doc. I'm just a translator.
Translator for what?
You have been brought in to inspect and ensure the prisoner's mental health should that trial go forward. Hitler, Goebbels, and Himmler have already taken their own lives. We cannot afford any more losses. Goebbels and Himmler did it with
Cyanide.
this, in the cyanide capsule.
It's just a lot to process.
Sure it is. Try and do it faster. And a large quantity of these.
Codeine, fairly potent painkiller. I'm a fan.
He says they're for his heart.
These have nothing to do with the heart. They're an opiate. How many pills does he take a day?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Safe to say the Reich Marshal's got a drug problem.
Going
Does his
through
family
withdrawal
know?
right
They've been
now.
released and-
The entire Nazi high command might be a little bit beyond my area of expertise.
Believe me, Major, this was not my idea.
He doesn't support it, in other words. He probably just wants to go out and shoot him.
I want to know what I'm dealing with.
All right, well, don't be too intimidated.
I'm not. Tell me about him.
He's fucking excited. I
Marshal
would
Hermann
be.
Göring was appointed Hitler's successor in 1939 and is the highest-ranking German military officer of all time.
Now I'm a little intimidated. Reich Marshal Göring, my name is Dr. Douglas Kelly.
He's been asking for his pills. I've had several minor heart attacks, and the pills help with that.
Give this guy something else to fucking wear.
Respiration is rapid and shallow. Don't translate that.
He says he was shot down in World War I. He has a bullet in his right hip. In 1923, he was shot in the groin.
You've been shot a lot, sir.
Berufsrisiko.
Occupational hazard.
Sie sind die beste Statur in ganz Deutschland.
I assure you were looking at the best physique in all of Germany. Just ask my wife.
I'm sure you're right, sir, but the guards here call you fat stuff.
Ich bin davon
We're gonna be good friends. I'm sure of it.
Charming. Speaks English.
Oh, what?
Yeah, the way he looked at me when I called him fat. He understood me. He's been playing you. Translation gives him more time to consider his answers. He thinks that gives him an advantage.
You're saying I spent the last 3 months mumbling to myself while he understood every word?
Pretty much.
Are you gonna tell him that you know?
Oh, no. No, he's gonna tell me when he's ready. I want to meet the rest of them. Who's next?
Dr. Robert Lay. He once wrote a book that was so complimentary to Fuhrer that Hitler had the entire run destroyed because he was so embarrassed. I can smell the Jew. Great Admiral Karl Donitz, the German Navy's commander-in-chief, architect of the U-boat attacks that crippled the British Navy.
Units condoned murder of prisoners in the high seas.
Charge me or release me. Julius Streicher, Hitler's director of propaganda,
He
publisher
looks
of the
evil as
National
fuck.
Anti-Semitic.
Dubbed the High Priest of Anti-Semitism, led the Jewish boycott.
He wants to know if you're a Jew.
No.
Aber Sie arbeiten in einem jüdischen Beruf.
But you work in a Jewish profession.
Oh my god, dude.
He's begun a strict self-imposed diet and exercise regimen and is going cold turkey on the pills. If one were to write a book about him, it...
Light bulb.
Is there a library in town? The sheer amount of narcissists we got locked up in that hotel, I bet at least half have books in here written about them or written by them.
Speak a lot of German, Doc?
Not even a little. How'd you learn?
My mother spoke German, and I wanted to be like her.
What if we could dissect evil? What sets these men apart from all others? What enabled them to commit the crimes that they did?
You've heard about the work camps for Jews? Rumor has it they weren't just work camps.
How do people become like that? We actually have a shot to figure that out.
Rami Malek's character, super interesting. The way he's picking their brains and everything, the psychology of it.
A man who writes a book about that can make a lot of money.
You know, for a second, I thought you were being noble.
We could psychologically define evil. We can make sure something like this never happens again.
It's kind of happened under everybody's nose.
What's going on?
Herman Göring can't breathe.
Okay, his airway's clear.
That's good, right?
Yeah, he's having a heart attack. Your heart's still beating, which means you're alive. I'm gonna keep you that way, okay? Okay, best thing for the heart. Plain old aspirin. Trust me, all right?
Let's get him to the infirmary. Come on.
What are you smiling for?
Said thank you in English.
A trial means giving them a chance to tell their stories to the world.
What are we afraid to hear them tell?
You want to know if I'm comfortable executing a few Nazis without trial? Damn right I am.
Doesn't matter anyway. They'll never get the Russians.
We got the Russians.
It's just good writing.
Truman called Stalin himself. I bring greetings from General Eisenhower, who says he wants you to know that he's not for hanging anyone without a trial. He also says he hopes the trial won't take too long so we can get on with hanging them.
I want you to wrap it up like Pretty Little Bow.
You're gonna tell me what each ink blot makes you see.
I can't speak to you in English if it is of some help.
Only if it makes you comfortable.
Eine Vagina. A vagina. Eine Vagina. A vagina.
That's fair.
This is blood.
Whose blood?
Or ink.
You can say a lot of things with ink.
Now you can.
It's gonna be a no.
Amount of moves.
What about the president?
The president wants someone to hide behind. That's why he needs Congress.
So you need someone bigger to back it.
Oh, come on. Who's bigger than the president?
All the Pope.
Jesus Christ.
Literally. Are you a Catholic?
Man.
No.
An eye for an eye is not the answer.
Maybe not, but I'm pretty sure where I first read about it.
Are you Catholic?
No, sir.
Damn, takes balls.
If you sit long enough in judgment of others, you come to believe the laws of man outweigh the laws of God.
I believe in man, in our capacity to save ourselves from men like the Nazis. I believe this to be a good act.
Once so good, you must circumnavigate your own laws to achieve it. The Catholic Church cannot support you in this.
So you just want him to be killed?
But you could support them in 1933. The Catholic Church was the first world power to acknowledge the Fuhrer state.
Blackmailing the Pope is crazy work.
Isn't it? People will remember, sir. Did the Catholic Church stand with the Nazis or against them?
Did you just blackmail the Pope?
Man.
Now I talk about it.
Those cards that you showed me. What did they teach you about me?
Honestly, that you are highly intelligent.
I could have told you this.
That you're a narcissist with a strong ambition and drive to subjugate the world to your own pattern of thinking.
And you were surprised by this?
No.
Then the cards have taught you nothing. Herr Trisk, he tells me you do magic. I will show you a magic trick one day.
What's that?
Surprise.
I am going to escape the hangman's noose.
How do you plan on doing that?
If I were to tell you, it would not be a trick.
There's nothing left except that.
I don't know what that was. Was that a camp?
Palace of Justice.
There it is, Palace of Justice.
The Nazis fought their last stand here when the city was taken.
And so they will again.
This is Sir David Maxwell Fyfe, assistant prosecutor for the British.
If we don't win that trial, there won't be any more trials to come. Respective governments will be the laughing stock of the world, defeated by the very men we've imprisoned.
Shouldn't be that hard to prove.
It has to be done right.
And it will, but you can't do it alone. Anything less than total victory will be considered utter defeat.
No pressure.
Your beds are bolted to the wall. Your mattresses stuffed with straw instead of spring. When you sleep, your head and hands will remain above your blanket, visible at all times. You will be given nothing with which to use as a weapon to take your own life. Welcome to Nuremberg.
Now this is a cell, German built. They will charge us soon, yeah?
You're looking forward to it?
I will have, as you say, my day in court. Do you know this, Jackson?
No, I do not.
He will try to outwit me, Doctor. No man has ever beaten me. There are books filled with the names of those who have tried.
Yeah, here you sit, German belt.
Ha! I surrendered. This is exactly where I desire to be.
I don't know how these trials played out. There's no way he beats him, though. There's just no fucking way.
We ask for his help. Rudolf Hess. Rudolf Hess is coming here.
Deputy to the Fuhrer, third in line for succession following Hitler and Göring, and was known as one of his most fanatical followers.
Sieg! Hey! Never do that in my prison again.
On May 10th, 1941, Hess climbed into a Messerschmitt fighter plane alone and flew it over the North Sea.
So this guy's batshit.
He bailed out somewhere over Scotland and broke his ankle upon impact. He announced that he was Rudolf Hess, third in line of the German High Command, and he was here on a mission of peace. After some obstacles, Hess was granted his meeting. There he announced his intention to meet with King George VI, have Winston Churchill fired, negotiate a truce with Britain, and defeat
This guy's
the
fucking
Soviet
nuts.
Union. Hess was immediately thrown into the Tower of London. There, Hess began claiming he had no memory of past events, even his childhood. This lasted until February 1945, when he said his previous amnesia had been faked. He then flipped again and said his amnesia had returned in July 1945 when Germany collapsed.
My wife and my daughter, I need you to find them for me, Doctor. Give to them these.
First, we talk to Hess.
I'm in deeper with this guy than anyone's ever been, and meeting his family will only tell me more.
Do you remember me?
We were together, yes, but I don't remember anyone.
It was the three of us, Rudolf. You and I and Adolf.
You may well have been a friend, but I don't know you anymore.
He is lying. He has just spent an hour to say he does not remember me. But when he arrived in the prison and he saw me, what did he do? Salute.
I knew you'd come through for me.
Yeah, because I'm a dummy. Smoke? Never see you smoke. Yeah, I don't. Gave it up. Straight to get in good with the officers. Tell myself I'll have a smoke when the war is done.
War is done, Howie. Your husband asked me to bring you some letters.
Hermann?
Yes. She actually in love with this guy?
Freunde von einem Vater.
Hug the child back. Doing very well.
Ist mutig?
Is he being brave?
Very brave. He wants you to be brave, too.
I wrote you a letter. We'll read it 100 times. Thank you.
She seems sweet.
Doktor! Für Hermann.
I don't know if I can.
Bitte.
I don't know what Beta means. Probably please.
Come back.
He starts begging Herman's wife. Yeah, I'll take your letter.
Herman Wilhelm Göring, you are hereby charged. Crimes against humanity you are accused of include murder, extermination, enslavement, deportation, and other inhumane acts.
Good day.
Who's next?
Stryker.
Not looking so confident.
Do you have any questions?
He's a smart ass.
He said he wants a Jewish lawyer. I'm not going to trial.
You are, Dr. Lay.
I never killed anyone.
Ich habe nie jemanden getötet!
It's okay. Robert?
Don't touch me! Don't try me as a common criminal! Shoot me! Shoot me! Shoot me!
What a cut. Even in these circumstances, he still sees himself as better than everyone else. Holds himself to a higher standard and fucking is delusional.
Rough day.
Lady for the trade.
How goes the secret mission?
Hit a few obstacles.
I can see that.
What are you doing? She's just as witty as he is.
Hermann Göring and the Nazis are being indicted today. This city is about to become the greatest show on earth.
That was brief. From your wife. Gotta be actual footage.
Hermann Göring and his Hitler-loving
Jesus
cronies are
Christ.
scheduled.
Hitler-loving
Will justice prevail,
cronies is
or will the
crazy.
fascist reporter desperately hopes that the Allies run into no problems?
We have a problem. Nazis, they roll tanks in, they occupy neutral country. Except they're going to claim that the invasion was a preemptive strike.
To preempt what?
The British plan to invade Norway.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous. It also happens to be true. The idea was to use the country as a staging area to hold the Nazis back.
We can't prosecute the Nazis for planning aggressive wars if you guys were planning aggressive wars.
Your Justice Jacks.
And you're the shrink. In 1935, this is where he announced the Nuremberg laws. The Nuremberg laws defined a Jew as any person having 3 or 4 Jewish grandparents. It didn't matter if he practiced Judaism, this was about blood. He made it illegal for Jews and Germans to marry each other because of the fear of Rassenschande, defilement of the blood. Under the laws, Jews were prohibited from using state hospitals and not allowed access to public education beyond the age of 14. Your patients, I need you to start asking them the right questions. What they tell their lawyers, how they plan to defend themselves.
You want me to be a spy?
I want you to do your duty for your country.
No, you want me to break doctor-patient confidentiality.
We read every report.
Why not just shoot them? You're asking me to betray my oath. Why not just shoot them and be done with it?
After the last Great War, we made Germany crawl. We humiliated them, made them pay reparations they couldn't afford. We made them hate us so much that in less than 2 decades, they went from a broken nation to near-world conquerors. We have to do this right, because if we don't, 15 years from now, they come back even stronger. I don't know if we can beat them a 3rd time.
They're not big enough.
We just shoot these men. We make them martyrs. I'm not going to allow them that. There will be no statues of them. I'm going to put Hermann Göring on the stand, and I'm going to make him tell the world what he did.
You brought me here because of Göring.
No, I brought you here to show you that before the bullets were fired, before tens of millions of men died, all of this started with laws. This war ends in a courtroom.
They picked the 2 perfect actors to play these roles. Göring could have been played by anybody. Russell Crowe's doing a great job, but these 2 specifically, crushing it. I feel like that's their personality type too, because they do so many roles like these.
Let's talk about Hitler. It's interesting you have not asked me this directly before.
I'm curious what the attraction was.
He's a great speaker.
Philip, a very good soldier, yet was worshipped and revered.
First of all, I had seen Germany crushed. And along comes a man who says, we can reclaim our former glory. Would you not follow a man like this?
Depends what else he wanted to do.
They've got good
The first
banter.
time I saw Hitler talk, 1922, upstairs of a coffee shop for maybe 30 people. This was peacetime, but it was a peace without food, jobs, shoes. And he stood up and he said, French bellies are being filled with German pain. If you make threats, you need bayonets. Gruyère, down with Versailles. So, that night, I became a National Socialist. I could tell he would appeal to the old soldiers. If we have the old soldiers, we have the manpower. Even with his anti-Semitism, it served a practical purpose. It brought towards us men who needed something else to focus their emotions.
And the camps?
They were to be work camps for our political opponents. Nothing more.
And you signed off on that?
For work camps, yeah. Do not think that the Japanese, interned by the Americans after Pearl Harbor, were not put to work. Of course they were. Himmler, Heydrich.
They were responsible?
If it is true, what they say happened in the camps, this is a grave blight on the great German Reich. Douglas, I will not stand against the Führer.
Not even if it could help you?
These are not things people need to know. Only you.
He can be sympathetic. It's going to be a problem for you.
He seriously claims that he thought they were only work camps.
That's right.
You believe him?
Himmler ran the camps, right? He was the head of the SS. Göring was the head of the Air Force. How often in America does the head of the Air Force know what the head of the Secret Service is doing? I'm doing what you asked.
No! You're apologizing for him.
Gentlemen, please.
I'm not the one defending the Nazis.
I am analyzing him, you provincial moron. He does not care about the Jews.
So he's fine with them dying.
And he's fine with them not. The only thing Hermann Göring cares about is Hermann Göring. Does that sound like a man who dedicates himself to the extermination of an entire race?
You want to walk into that courtroom with a handful of assumptions? Fine, but he will eat you for breakfast.
He's a smart man, even if he is a narcissist.
I would like to apologize for my outburst earlier. I'm feeling much better.
Does that mean I can punch you?
This will all be over soon.
Leigh's mood is markedly improved. He told us he has begun making arrangements for his defense.
Man, it's gonna write a book and make millions. Did he kill himself?
Ripped out the hem of his towel to make a rope. stuffed his underwear into his mouth so he wouldn't scream, and then just leaned forward, apparently with a great deal of determination. Supposed to keep them alive.
That's your fucking job. You're the guard. He's the doctor. They're all gonna start dying off, aren't they?
Dr. Gilbert arrives this afternoon.
How do you feel about suicide?
The last refuge of cowards, yeah?
Or the last act of a desperate man?
Since Lai died, they no longer trust you.
You're wrong.
God.
Douglas, you have to protect yourself.
I would have to protect myself from my allies.
Just because a man is your ally does not mean
very
he's on
true.
your side. My father was a diplomat. Did I tell you this?
No.
He was posted to Africa, and it was there he was to meet his best friend, a man named Hermann von Epstein. I was named after him. I was named for a Jew. We loved Uncle Hermann so much. He was very rich. And when I was 6 years old, he moved my entire family in with him. It was a child's dream to live in such a castle. I would run down the halls, pretending I was a knight. Uncle Hermann, he lived in the largest and most beautiful room on the top floor. Down the hall, my mother had a bedroom, also beautiful. My father, he lived in a small bedroom on the ground floor. And I was to realize how rich Uncle Hermann was. So rich that he could move my family in. So rich that he could put my father on the ground floor. So rich that whenever he wanted, he could walk down the hall and enjoy my mother. Just because a man is your ally does not mean he is on your side.
No, I agree completely. They're really giving you the psyche of these officers. It's really good. Like, they're doing a really good job at this. There's Colin. He must be Dr. Gilbert.
You found Hermann Göring to be imaginative?
Tested.
Well, that is what a second opinion is for. Brings us to Rudolf Hess. I'm inclined to believe that his
What the fuck?
amnesia is genuine.
You mean the part where he forgets about being a Nazi?
I'm not here
That's
to
exactly what the fuck you're here to do.
You don't have to play coy with me. We're both here for the same reason. Now, 2 books about the Nazi high command that's going to cut into the market. I say we write it together.
Good luck with your tests.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. You fucked up everything he had going. And he's messing up the fucking relationships he's building. Man, he's gonna fuck her, isn't he? That's why they told us that story. Came without the translator, too. Oh, I see you. Sly dog. Just because a man is your ally does not mean he is your friend. He's on your side, that's what he said. Man, he's getting close with the kid, too. This motherfucker's gonna be stepdaddy real soon.
She was surprised?
Astounded.
Teach me this trick, sir. I too can astound her.
We hold up the dollar. Hey, folks, here is an ordinary average silver dollar. You put it in your other hand, you focus on it, but really, it's right here. Keep it between these 2 fingers, and you wrap your palm around it. And if you believe it, then they'll believe it. Abracadabra.
What is abracadabra?
It's the magic words. The illusion of a cosmic weight.
So it was your father who taught you this trick?
My father? No.
You say that like it is unthinkable.
He was a man of no accomplishment.
But you believe you are destined for more.
He's a fucking doctor.
To be known as a great man.
He's picking your brain right now.
Yes.
And I am your ticket. You will return to America as the great scholar of the Nazis. And I will have a trick to impress my daughter when this trial is done.
Been seeing him a lot without me. What you doing, Doc?
You fucking jealous?
Learn something?
He's getting awful chummy with him, I will say. That'd be such a hard position because of all the crimes that were committed under his nose and apparently his, unbeknownst to him, which could be true, honestly, because, yeah, Himmler did run the camps. But then you start getting to know the person. He's charismatic. He's a intelligent person, good banter. He's just a good speaker. Like, you have to separate the man from the crime, and then I don't know, it's got to be a really thin line, hard to stay on one side of. There's no gray area, you know.
How are you going to defend yourself, Herman?
Are we friends, Doctor?
I think that word is a little too simple for what we are.
But are you asking me this as a friend?
I am.
Tomorrow, when I enter my plea, I am going to say that I assume all responsibility for my actions. I will refuse, however, to accept responsibility for acts committed by others that I was unaware of and I would not have approved of. What I did for my country. Tell me you would not do the same for yours.
Oh, man. I kind of hope he doesn't break HIPAA, but he's a fucking Nazi. God damn, dude. not a Nazi sympathizer. It's just the acting. The guy probably wasn't like this in real life, right? He probably was. Fuck. It makes it easier for us to sympathize because we didn't see any of the crimes.
This is the statement that Göring plans on reading tomorrow.
He probably made it vague so it's not gonna help or hurt, gonna hold no weight. Why not just put less fucking lighting, guys?
Let's go.
I think Göring might have played him. He knows better. They have a bit of intimacy to him, though. Like, not sexual or anything, just a very intimate relationship. The change in man and his demeanor. Honestly, that would have got me fucking hyped. Or terrified. It's hard to say. Yeah, he knows.
All right.
Making a power statement, making him the center of attention.
The wrongs which we seek to condemn and punish have been so calculated, so malignant, and so devastating. Civilization cannot tolerate their being ignored because we cannot survive their being repeated. All modern wars become world wars, eventually. We are able to do away with domestic tyranny only when we make all men answerable to the law.
Good opening statement.
I am Hermann Wilhelm.
The tribunal
What the
has
fuck?
reached the decision that the defendants are not entitled to make a statement. Will be permitted to address the court prior to their sentencing.
As Reichsmarshal of Germany.
You are not Reichsmarshal here. You are only Hermann Göring, the prisoner. Do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Nicht schuldig.
And it's because he told him about the statement.
What happened? Where are they? They took them. Who? American.
The fuck? Fucking Howie, probably.
I need a favor.
You gotta be shitting me. They've arrested Emmy Göring on suspicion of complicity with her
What the
husband's
fuck?
art thefts. Kid goes to the nuns.
Sir, we're supposed to be better than this.
It's out of my hands.
Did Edda play for you?
She did. Very talented.
She likes you. And here's my new doctor. We were just talking about my family.
Ah, yes.
This fucking piece
Sorry
of
to hear
shit.
about that. Wife and daughter were arrested
God,
5
you just
days
made
ago.
him look so bad.
Hey, what the hell was that?
That was me being honest with my patient. Something you ought to try sometime.
You destroyed him in there.
So?
For Christ's sake!
He fucked up the whole rapport they have.
Would you like me to place Dr. Kelly under arrest?
No, sir.
Then get out of my goddamn office.
Cinema.
This is bad news for y'all. What are you laughing about?
This film should offer a brief explanation of what the words concentration camp implied.
Who came up with it? Like, who decided that's how we're gonna make all of our films at that time period? Boring as fuck, monotone. Like, why was that a thing? All right, hey guys. Just a quick trigger warning. I wasn't gonna include the footage of some of the stuff because it's probably gonna get the video demonetized, but I feel like it's really important for the movie itself. You know what I mean? And it is a part of history that needs to be seen, needs to be known. So skip ahead. I think it's like 1minute and 40 seconds because it's like 10 minutes in total, but there's about 2 minutes of real footage of stuff that happened at the concentration camp. All right, if you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching though. Let's get back to the movie.
They see the woodshed where lime-covered bodies are stacked in layers and the stench is overpowering. At least 3,000 political prisoners died here at the brutal hands of SS troops and pardoned German criminals.
It's fucking insane how skinny they were.
Amid the corpses are human skeletons, too weak to move.
They're just laying on top of them. That's fucked.
I'm Lieutenant Senior Grade Jack H. Taylor, U.S. Navy, of Hollywood, California. I was captured December 1st. I was taken to this Mauthausen concentration lager, an extermination camp. We have been starving and beaten and killed. Fortunately, my turn hadn't come. There were... How many ways do they execute? 5 or 6 ways. By gas, by shooting, by beating, exposure, that is standing out in the snow naked for 48 hours and having cold water thrown on them in the middle of winter, starvation, dogs, and pushing over a 100-foot cliff.
Nationalities and prison numbers are tattooed on the stomachs of the inmates. Buchenwald camp is termed an extermination factory. Inside are the ovens which gave the crematorium a maximum disposal capacity of about 400 bodies per 10-hour day.
hanging in orderly rows were the clothes of prisoners. They had been persuaded to remove their clothing under the pretext of taking a shower, for which towels and soap were provided. Sanitary conditions were so appalling that heavy equipment had to be brought in to speed the work of cleaning up.
Not gonna be able to show any of this shit. I don't think you knew.
How's that possible? What I just saw.
How is it possible?
Himmler.
Himmler wasn't second in command. What am I supposed to believe that you didn't know?
Anyone can fake an atrocity.
So you're saying the film was a fake?
What would you have me say?
How about the truth for once?
Why? So you can run and tell Jackson. My friend, your hypocrisy is stunning. You think American bullets and bombs don't kill people? You vaporize 150,000 Japanese at the touch of a button, and you presume to stand in judgment on me for war crimes.
We had every right to defend ourselves.
How do you defend yourself on someone else's soil?
There's a difference between us bombing war factories and civilians dying as collateral damage, and you building 1,200 human slaughterhouses designed to exterminate an entire race. And you know it!
What do you think war is?
Not what I saw today.
You have your freedom, and I am a prisoner because you won and we lost. Not because you are morally superior. This trial will be a farce in 15 years. Great conquerors and not thought of as murderers. Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great.
You're not Alexander the Great!
You are a fat man in a cell.
I have made a mistake. You are not destined for more. You will have an unhappy life, I think. It will all be overshadowed by this, by the time spent with me. You will write your volumes, trying to relive it, the one moment in your life when you actually stood with greatness.
You think you're a great man? You think that's your legacy?
At least I will have one. You will leave no mark on this world. I am the book. You are merely a footnote.
They're gonna kill you. They're gonna hang you by the neck till you piss yourself and die. Your wife will be a widow. Your daughter will be an orphan. And you will have done that to yourself.
What a great fucking back and forth that was. Holy shit. Powerful from both parties. Like, holy fuck. This movie's special. It really is.
I know who you are. What's he like?
You don't want to know.
Jackson's putting him on the stand day after tomorrow.
Jackson's gonna get killed.
Why do you say that?
Because Göring is ready for him. He was ready for all of us.
Why don't you tell me all about it?
Look at that. Your private conversations with Hermann Göring made the front page.
Sir,
You're finished. You're to be sent back to the States where you'll be discharged. You have embarrassed me and this office for the last time.
Sorry, Colonel. You deserve better.
Yes, I did. We are releasing Göring's wife and daughter. You were right. We are better than that.
Thank you, sir.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I never want to see you again.
How else is he supposed to take it? The fuck? Why'd you have to add that? He's going to stay with the wife, I think.
Would you really mean it when you said Jackson had no chance?
Sure. It's all just a big show for the cameras anyway.
Yeah, I don't believe that. Neither do you. You know more about him than anybody on Earth.
I spent thousands of hours with him. I run hundreds of tests. You know what sets him apart from us? Nothing.
I know. I'm German, Doc. I grew up in Munich.
You grew up in Detroit. You said your mom spoke German.
She did. So did my father.
Why'd you leave?
Why do you think?
You're a Jew.
Oh, with the blonde hair and the blue eyes, I never got hassled much. My father was a patriot. He fought for Germany in the First World War. We loved this country. The problem was getting travel visas. Other countries wouldn't take us. My dad had a cousin from New York who helped. Finally got our exit visas in 1940, but we only had enough money for
Damn,
one ticket
his
out.
parents stayed behind.
My little sister Margot, she was only 11, so parents didn't want her traveling alone, so they sent me. Boy, I was seasick the whole way. And the Nazis invaded Holland. My family never showed up. That's when I went to Detroit. Got a job as an apprentice
It's a good
in a tool
job.
factory. Learned English, listened to baseball on the radio. When Pearl Harbor happened, I was the first one at the recruitment office to enlist. You know what they said? They couldn't take me, so I wasn't an American citizen. I'd have to wait to get drafted. So I did. Checked the mailbox every day for 2 years. June 6th, 1944, landed at Omaha Beach on D-Day.
Jesus Christ. This fucking guy fled Nazi Germany just to fight on fucking Omaha Beach and survive. Is this guy real? Because he's fucking remarkable.
4 years earlier, I left this country scared and alone in the middle of the night. I came back with a goddamn army. Found Margot. She's in Switzerland. She's 16 now. She's living with relatives.
And your folks?
And records show that my parents arrived at Auschwitz August 12, 1942. Camp was liberated January 27, 1945. No sign of them. The Nazis had a name for what they did to us. The final solution. We were some kind of nagging puzzle that they finally figured out how to solve.
So sorry.
What the fuck do you say to that?
Tell Stryker, right before they put that rope around his neck, I'm gonna tell that piece of shit that he was confiding in a Jew. You say it doesn't matter what happens tomorrow. It matters to all of Germany. Göring has to fall. If you think he's gonna beat Jackson, do something about it.
I'm just a shrink.
You wanna know why it happened here? Because they didn't stand up until it was too late.
Like I said earlier, the world just turned a blind eye, or it was completely fucking out of control.
You're walking into a trap. Putting Göring on the stand gives him everything he wants. His last chance to redeem the Reich on the world stage.
After what I read in the paper this morning, I don't believe I care what you think anymore.
You can't beat him.
Guards!
Not without help. This is everything I have on him. I know more about this man than anyone else on the planet.
So you really think I can't beat him?
Honestly, I don't know.
You know, I was going to be Chief Justice. Now I'll be lucky if there's a place on the court for me when I return.
As of 6 hours ago, I was discharged from the army. There's nothing left for us to do, sir. Might as well go finish the war.
Goofy ass laugh.
The trick is to use his vanity against him.
Oh, God.
Marshal. And the Reich Marshal is never wrong. Every decision that's led him to this place has to be the right one. So as much as he won't want to talk about the camps, you can make him own them.
Get him to admit to signing those orders, and you'll have him.
I'll have him.
Fucking Michael Shannon's having a hell of a fucking run right now. Played, fuck was his name? I can't think of his name, but he was in The Bike Riders, which was really fucking good. I just watched him in Struck by Lightning, where he played James Garfield. Fucking awesome miniseries. And he's fucking killing this role, too. He's just one of my favorites, man. He's so fucking good. I think his name was Zippo in Bike Riders. I'm surprised he's allowed in there still. It's a nice three-piece.
Prosecution now calls Hermann Göring to the stand. For the record, is there any doubt in your mind that Adolf Hitler is dead?
I have no doubt.
So you are aware that this makes you the only living man who can expound to us the true purposes of the Nazi Party.
I am perfectly aware of this.
Your party, from the very beginning, intended to overthrow the Weimar Republic.
That was our firm intention.
And upon coming to power, you immediately abolished parliamentary government in Germany. Is that because you believe people are not capable of self-government?
We were elected by the people and given a mandate for change.
The systems that had previously existed had brought Germany to the verge of ruin.
And you also considered it immediately necessary to establish concentration camps?
The camps were set up as a measure against the communists.
If you wanted certain people killed, you had to have some organization that would kill them.
Yeah, Germany had this level of political police as you would find in any other country.
And the SA and the SS were the organizations that carried out these orders?
The SA never received orders to kill anybody. Neither did the SS, not in my time. Beyond a certain point, I had no influence on it.
They handled the transportation of people to the concentration camps.
It would be very difficult for me to explain to an outsider.
Try.
As the police came more and more into the hands of Himmler, expectations may have changed. And of course, it is well known that some SS units formed some police functions.
They carried out all of the functions, didn't they?
If an SS unit was guarding a camp and an SS leader was the camp commandant, then it is rational to assume that they would have carried out all of the functions of the camp.
You have said that you wanted a strong German state to overcome the conditions of Versailles.
We wanted a strong German state, regardless of Versailles.
The first country to be absorbed by Germany was Austria, but it had not been part of Germany before the First World War. It had not been taken from Germany by the Treaty of Versailles.
That is not entirely correct.
The second territory taken by Germany was Bohemia, then Moravia, and then Slovakia. These were not taken from Germany by the Treaty of Versailles, nor had they been part of Germany before the First World War, had they?
These parts of Czech territory were not part of the smaller German Reich. However, formally, they were united to the German Reich for hundreds of years.
You still have not answered my question.
I have answered your question. If the facts do not suit you, there's very little I can do.
Can you not answer yes or no?
The tribunal thinks the witness ought to be allowed to make what explanations he thinks right.
An arrogant and contemptuous attitude towards this tribunal, which is giving him the opportunity of a trial, which he never gave a living soul.
Reel it back.
Simply request that the witness find a way to keep his answers succinct.
Could you please repeat the question?
They were not taken from you by the Treaty of Versailles, were they?
Of course, Austria was taken by the Versailles Treaty and was the Sudetenland. Both these territories would have been German territories for the simple right of the people to self-determination.
No, I find that interesting, considering you just testified that people's self-determination was the first thing you took away. From the very beginning, you regarded the elimination of Jews from the economic life of Germany as one phase of the 4-year plan under your jurisdiction. Is that correct?
Partially correct.
Did you proclaim the Nuremberg Laws?
Yeah, I did. As president of the Reichstag, that was my job.
December 1936, you passed an act making it a death penalty for Germans to transfer property abroad.
That is correct. That was the decree governing restriction on foreign currency.
Then on April 22nd, 1938, you published penalties for concealing the character of a Jewish enterprise within the Reich.
Concealing? Yeah. Signed by me.
Then a decree on November 12th, 1938, imposing a fine of 1 billion Reichsmarks for atonement on all Jews. And that all damages caused to Jewish property by the riots of 1938 must be repaired by Jews immediately at their own expense, and their insurance claims forfeited to the Reich, ordering the sequestration of all Jewish property in Poland.
Yeah, in that part of Poland, it was a former German province.
And on July 31st, 1941, a decree asking Himmler and Heydrich to make plans for the final solution of the Jewish question.
That is not correct.
I think it should be read into the record so we may have no argument about its translation. A solution of the Jewish problem as advantageous as possible, I hereby charge you making all necessary preparation in regards to organizational and financial matters for bringing about a final solution of the Jewish question.
He's got him.
Am I correct so far?
No, your translation is not correct.
Then please, give us your translation.
Even they're wondering how the fuck he's going to get out of this.
The task which was entrusted to you to solve the Jewish question by emigration and evacuation in the most favorable way possible. Given present conditions, I herewith commission you to carry out all necessary preparations with regard to organizational, substantive, and financial viewpoints for a complete solution, not a final solution, for a total solution of the Jewish question. I sent this letter to Himmler and to Heydrich. And Heydrich had achieved very little. So I charged him to accelerate the task of dealing with the emigration of the Jews.
Immigration. You contend this letter was about immigration.
It says so in the first line.
That's just the first sentence. The letter goes on to state...
Oh, you're losing ground.
For a complete solution to the Jewish problem and an end to their financial influence by their emigration and evacuation from Germany. It is in this document that you presented to me.
Man, played his ass.
Do you have any more questions for the witness, Justice Jackson? Is the witness excused?
I have a question.
Man, make yourself fucking useful, David.
You implied to this court that you lost some influence with Adolf Hitler in 1942. Is that correct?
I believe this to be the case, yeah.
But you were still Reichsmarshal of Germany in 1942, Hitler's successor, yes?
Yeah.
And you're telling me that you were totally unaware 3 million Jews were murdered in 1942.
I was unaware.
An estimated 6 million Jews in total, as well as Soviet and Polish citizens, people killed, not in combat, not in enemy fire, but exterminated by the state which you were the Reichsmarshal of. You contend that you had no knowledge.
All he has to say is he didn't know.
At least give me this. Knowing what happened to 6 million Jews, I have to ask, would you still follow the Führer, Adolf Hitler?
He's going to say yes. He won't go against the Führer.
Yeah, I would. Heil Hitler.
No further questions.
Signed his death sentence, and he knows it.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
He knows he's beat. Get fucked.
You were right. I couldn't beat him. Not without help.
Göring cannot stand against the Führer. Invaluable information, Doctor.
So what now?
As Göring falls, so do they all. We'll be okay. Here.
Go write your book.
You off?
One more thing I have to do.
Go see wife and kid. Oh no, he's coming to see him. Go rip it in his face. He's gonna hang out with his wife and daughter.
Doctor, you helped them, didn't you?
I did. I'm leaving. I've come to say goodbye.
What do we do now, Doctor? Do we shake hands? I know we were friends, Douglas, for a while.
Bye, Herman.
Years from now, I wonder what you will say about us. Will you even acknowledge we were human?
It's crazy though. To just sit complacent, whatever the fuck the word
Judgment
is.
Hermann Göring. Your guilt is unique in its enormity. International Military Tribunal sentences you to death by hanging.
Space Cadet.
Yes.
The executions are scheduled for midnight tonight.
Man.
In order to maintain
Expedited.
discipline, the prisoners will not be informed until 11:45 p.m. when they will be awakened in their cells and offered last rites.
That's fucked.
8 hand-picked journalists will arrive at the prison.
Her sexy ass. How'd he get cyanide? The doctor gave it to him, probably.
Who is it?
Göring, sir. Shit. Oh, you son of a bitch! You don't get to do this. He's dead, sir. Cyanide. God damn it!
Stryker's refusing to put his clothes on.
You know fucked
Julius,
You have been a friend.
let's do it together. Give me a shirt.
How do you expect men to walk willingly to their death? I wonder if he's gonna actually tell him he's a Jew. Looks awfully long. I don't know shit though. What do I know?
Ask him his name. You know my name.
Any last words?
Purim Feast 1946.
The fuck is Purim Feast? Fuck him. Shit, what? Too long?
Yes, good. I have to be honest, Dr. Kelly. I find some of the conclusions in your book quite unbelievable.
There are people like the Nazis in every country in the world today.
Not in America.
Yes, in America. The personality patterns are not obscure. They are people who want
It's a good
to
name
be
for a
in power.
book.
And while you say they don't exist here, I would say I'm quite certain there are people in America who would willingly climb over the corpses of half the American public if they knew they could gain control of the other half. They stoke hatred. It's what Hitler and Göring did, and it is textbook. And if you think the next time it happens, we're gonna recognize it because they're wearing scary uniforms, you're out of your damn mind.
More with our panel when we return.
More with our panel when we return.
They're not going to invite you to stay for the next segment. Let's go.
Damn, did he become a fucking radical?
Trashing our country is probably not the best way to sell your book.
You feel better for putting your 2 cents in, coward? God damn. Motherfucker was superhuman story. Holy fuck. Damn, bro. Cyanide. Yeah. Poetic. It's fucked. Dark. Makes a statement. Oh, man. We just finished Nuremberg. That movie is special. Holy fuck, that was so good. It's gonna be really hard to get up, but what a fucking powerhouse performance from Malik, Russell Crowe, and fucking Michael Shannon. What a fucking stellar movie. Like that's better than Oppenheimer. I didn't think Oppenheimer was that great. It's good, don't get me wrong, but everyone hyped it way too much. That's a better fucking movie, in my opinion. Hopefully it gets some praise. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If I get this reaction up, I really hope you enjoyed it, because that was one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. Well, I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Leave a like, comment, let me know what I should watch. Have a night.